Ancientpear here. Just thought I'd make a video on some trading tips that might help a lot of aspiring traders and even some experienced traders to improve their trading experience. These tips aren't necessarily related to each other, but are general tips for trading overall. Number 1. Always be negotiable in your prices. The amount of people I personally have had offer a really good price in Pure, just below other backpack.tf sellers, is simply due to the fact that I list unnegotiable on my prices, but I can undercut other sellers with Pure for keys. Buyers, for the most part, are always looking to get the cheapest version of an item, even if they're not planning to resell it in the near future. So if a listing price states that the prices are firm, while other listings say that they aren't firm in pricing or don't list anything, they'll be more likely to check out if the other sellers can do lower. Number 2, just don't say Pure only. Like, this one seems a bit situational, but trust me on this. Even if you're planning to cash out, you should consider item offers. Why is this? Because it's the best crazy offers that come from item offers. And sometimes they just don't make any sense from the buyer's perspective, but it's generally the case of collectors because they'll tend to overpay a lot, which even if you quick sold the items they offer, you could get more than your pure price. This recently happened to me when I was selling a Scorching Flames Baptist helm with corpse grey footprints for roughly 240 keys. Because I stated that I accept any offers, I received an offer of 68 keys plus roughly 235 keys in items, which total to roughly 330 keys, which could be quick sold for 250 keys pure. Number 3. Always add people to negotiate. With few exceptions, people are willing to negotiate on their offers, especially if they're not a trader, due to the fact that they're most likely interested in your hat to keep. Don't add them to negotiate if the offers are significantly better than you'd take, but if it's significant overpay, or it's close to your buyout and feel full pure. This may backfire and cause them to cancel their offer. As a rule of thumb, if the offer could quick sell for your buyout, don't try and negotiate, just accept the offer. You'll regret it if you don't. An example of this working for me can be seen in the previously mentioned Scorching Flames Baptist helm trade, where I managed to get them to add 20 keys to their initial offer, simply by asking them if they could add any more to the offer because I'm still considering it. Number 4. Ask for down payments from reserving an item. A common problem with waiting for someone to gather keys for an item is the fact that many of them tend to back out for no fault of the person selling. You can just do this by asking for a 5 to 10% down payment of the item's value. This can avoid wasting your time, and in the event that they have to pull out, you still get a small amount of keys, so it's not completely wasted time. Number 5. Use Next or backpack.tf to check for duplicates. Well, less people actually care about duplicates nowadays, especially with low tiers, where it doesn't matter at all, basically. High tier trading, especially MISCs, still has a huge stigma around dupes. The vast majority of people that use the original backpack.tf site can't check if an item's duplicated because the site doesn't allow that anymore after the data deletion that was roughly, I think, 2 years ago, roughly around that. But you can just use next.backpack.tf to check it now, where a duplicated tag will pop up in the event that it's duplicated. Number 6. Make your first offer reasonable. When offering on items, the amount of people that throw out some ugly shark offer is astounding. If you're going around offering on items with little to no competition in high pass sales, with items that are significantly under their buyout, while their listing prices are also absurd, you shouldn't expect to make any trades if you get any at all. Make your first offer somewhat appealing. This can be done by including keys in your offer, overpaying with unusuals even if they're not the best, or trying to offer things you might think the person will actually want, such as if they have a lot of soldier unusuals or soldier miscs and whatever. You can try and offer a soldier hat, and they might be more inclined to accept the offer. Number 7. Mix is king. Many traders cling to the notion that pure is the only way to get items for cheap, because people will generally be inclined to sell the items for less if they're being offered full pure. This is true in some cases when the seller only wants pure, such as if they're cashing out or they're a collector that really only wants pure. But in other cases, offering mix can be more beneficial for you. Even in the event that someone wants pure only, they might consider their offer if it contains a decent amount of pure. Take this trade recently that I made as an example. I saw a Bonzo the Honor and Defiant Spartan listed on backpack.tf, asking for roughly 1,050 keys pure. I approached him, and after working out which offer he liked the most, gave him an offer that consisted of roughly 542 keys pure, a Morning Glory Whoopie cap, a neutral star executioner, and a frostbite black watch. In mix, this value comes to roughly 1,170 keys pure, which he was very happy with. Also, the price I paid for the 3 unusuals was 140 for the Whoopie, 75 for the executioner, 180 for the black watch. This brings the price I actually paid closer to 935, which is significantly lower than the price he would have taken if I offered pure only. By buying these 3 unusuals, I'm able to get the Defiant Spartan for under over 100 keys less than he'd take lowest as pure. This can be used mid-tier, low-tier, high-tier, basically everywhere. As long as the person you're dealing with is somewhat reasonable, you should be able to make a decent offer. This most likely does not work with really high-tier traders because a lot of them tend to value unusuals that are under 150 keys almost at bots, which makes them impossible to deal with. But yeah, you'll just have to use your own judgment for that one. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys learned a thing or two from the guide that I've just put out. I'll most likely be putting out 1 or 2 more of these, and just let me know in the comments if there's any specific area you want me to cover, and I'll try and cover it. And until next time, thank you.